We're now going to exercise 7.4 question 3, and if we read carefully through this we can then complete what I know. So we're told initially that the kinetic energy of the air is equal to 5 kilojoules. Now we're going to have to transfer this kilo, and if you recall that 1 kilojoule is equal to 1000 joules. And so if we want to convert from kilojoules into joules, we will have to multiply by 1000. And in doing so, 5 times 1000 will give us 5000 joules. We're also told the wind speed, V, is equal to 5 meters per second. And we're asked really, well, what is the mass of air involved in this instance? And so m equals question mark. Let's first of all write out the general equation. So kinetic energy is a half times the mass times v squared. Now we can see immediately that we're looking to find ultimately mass in this particular instance. So we're going to have to rearrange this right hand side of the equation, and we'll do so in a number of steps. The first thing we're trying to eliminate is this half, and to do so let's multiply both sides of the equation by 2. This becomes 2 times kinetic energy equals a half times the mass times v squared multiplied by 2. So I'm multiplying the right hand side by 2. I'm also multiplying the left hand side by 2 as well. Now this half, when multiplied by 2, if we think about that out of the side, and so half multiplied by 2 ends up giving us 2 over 2, which equals 1. Now when this 1 is multiplied by either m or v squared, it's not going to change those components, and so in effect we've cancelled out. So half times 2 gives you 1. We've effectively eliminated the half on the right hand side of the equation. So this half and this multiplied by 2 in effect cancel out. The left hand side then becomes 2 times the kinetic energy equals mv squared. Still a little bit of work to do just yet. On the right hand side we need to try and eliminate this v squared, and to do so we will divide both sides of the equation by v squared. So 2 times kinetic energy equals m v squared. We'll divide the right hand side by v squared, but we also must divide the left hand side by v squared. Now any number divided by itself of course cancels to give you 1, and so v squared divided by v squared will cancel out and give us just m on the right hand side. And so the equation can now be rewritten out as mass equals 2 times the kinetic energy divided by v squared. We're now in a position to sub in the respective numbers, and that just becomes 2 times 5000 all divided by 5 squared, and so mass equals 400 kilograms. And that's the final answer, and that concludes this particular question.